Alright, hello everybody. It is I, Granorite, and here we are back with another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Emerald with our Gen 3 type challenge of Water type. 7th Water type team out of 9. Our third to last playthrough. We are in Lily Cove, and we're going to be making our way over to Mount Pyre here shortly, and then the Team Magma, Team Aqua bases, and ultimately Moss Deep. We should see an evolution this episode, and that would be Kabuto into Kabutops, which will be very exciting for us. We're going to grab Giga Drain here. First thing, teach it to Lombre, and place a Bullet Seed, and automatically use 3 Pokemon power-ups on that. Alright. Let's just go ahead and use Lombre in this next fight. Fake out. Now we'll surf. Solid. Alright, let's grab this rare candy. And then we'll go fight these two and grab this Pokemon power up. Let's just double surf. Yeah, Lombre does a little more damage than Luvdisc. Not even going to get that off. Grab that. Another double fight here. We'll just keep these two up, Lombre and Luvdisc. Let's fake out the Zangoose and surf. Good critical. Swords dance away. You will do nothing with it. let's just keep Lombre up. The next fight starts with a Mawile. Free Lepa Berries. Another Super Repel. Sir. Surf. Very nice. Pelipper, let's go to Kabuto. This thing's gonna fly. Can we Rock Tomb it? No. Can we Rock Tomb it? No. Can we Rock Tomb it? No. Can we Rock Tomb it? Yes. Don't do that. You're not allowed to heal. Good deal. Let's swap Kabuto up. Rock Tomb. Raccoon. It rhymes with doom. Let's go to Huntail. Alright, well, let's give Kabuto a try against this Magneton and see if we hit it with a Mud Shot. We do! Excellent. Bop. Bop, beep, da bop, da bop, bop, ski da bop, da bop, bop. Down it goes, oh yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah. Huntail. My speed. Ooh. Giga Drain's good. You got it from the lady up the street too, did ya? We'll go to Sharpedo and return. Alright, so let's swap up Sharpedo with Kabuto. Both the O's for this double battle. Let's Rock Tomb and Secret Power. Excellent. Let's Rock Tomb return. Very nice. One level away. Swap up Huntail with Sharpedo for this next fight. Actually, let's swap up Luvdisc. We're gonna go back to using Luvdisc in the second slot. Fake out on Luvdisc, okay. don't think we'll knock out the Lunatone or the Machoke with this Surf. Now, if we knock out the Machoke with this return, we'll knock out the Lunatone with the Surf. Excellent. Swap up Huntail. Heal up. Wow. Oh, look, a bot. Let's go ahead and report that sucker. No bots in this chat. Gone. Still have this for a little longer. There it goes. Fat fairy in this. Alright, let's eat the Spoink, surf the Rhyhorn. Good level up. Hey, Pancake Lover. Glad to have you back. We are in Mount Pyre, beating up on some trainers, and we're getting close to our evolution of our Kabuto into Kabutops. Take out. Good choice, good choice. A lot of pulls. Messaging someone. All right. let's use Sharpedo in this next fight with Luvdisc. Return into the main metric, and then we'll just surf. Excellent. Get that cat, Sharpedo. We'll grab the Ultra Ball. Alright, so next fight is a Wobbuffet. Crunch. Excellent. Excellent. One hit. That's what we wanted to see. We'll send out Kabuto here. Start trying to get it up to level 40 so we can get that evolution. We'll just Facade. Dubba. Probably just do the same thing into the Kadabra. Nice. Why have you come here? Oh. The question could be asked, is view the same thing with all these baby Pokemon doing in a graveyard? We'll let Kabuto Aerial Ace this Lotad. And the Seedot. I still don't know how Kabuto uses Aerial Ace. I'm still trying to visualize that. Just like flips. Get Luvdisc up to level 40. Remember, our target for the next gym is level 42. Pretty sure that's what it is. It's 42 or 43. 42. Why am I second guessing myself? I played this game 70 times. Should have this like easily remembered. It's 42. I don't know why I'm second guessing myself. Alright, let's see if we can get Kabuto up from this next fight against the Psychic Trainer. It's going to be pretty close. 2 Raltzes and a Curlia. FYI, Pancake Lover, since I know you haven't been in some of the earlier episodes, we read the Pokemon biologies and just learn more about the Pokemon whenever they evolve. So, be something fun. Is this gonna be enough? Hooray! Alright, so big stats for Kabuto. HP, attack, and defense, 77, 101, 108. Let's see what we get after this evolution. The Kabutops. Trying to learn Slash. We will learn that for now in place of Facade. Alright, so 77, 101, 108. That has gone up to 101, 132, 120. So pretty good boost of stats across the board there for Kabutops. Its attack is actually just right behind Sharpedo's. What do we know about Kabutops? Kabutops is a bipedal prehistoric arthropod Pokemon with a skeletal, well-armored build. It has a flat, half-circular head with a point on each side and two small eyes on the front. It is mostly brown except for its light gray chest and abdomen. There is a ridge down its back with 3 flat spines on either side, and it has a flat, pointed tail. Instead of hands, its forearms have large, sharp gray scythes. Its thin legs are brown and lead to small feet with 2 large gray claws. Before it went extinct, Kabutops was in the process of evolving into a land dweller, as evident by changes in its gills and legs. This change is thought to be due to its prey moving onto land as well. In its ocean home, Kabutops could tuck up its limbs to help it swim extremely fast, to roughly 29 knots. It could use its sharp scythes to slice enemies and drink their internal fluids. Any leftovers left behind by Kabutops are consumed by other Pokemon. It is unknown what led to Kabutops' extinction. And our Gen 3 Pokedex information for Kabutops. Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald all say Kabutops swam underwater to hunt for its prey in ancient times. The Pokemon was apparently evolving from being an underwater dweller to living on land, as evident from the beginnings of change in its gills and legs. Fire Red says it swims freely through water, it catches prey with its scythe-like arms and drains the victim's fluids. And Leaf Green says its sleek shape is perfect for swimming, it slashes prey with its claws and drains their fluids. And that is our information on Kabutops, and we are happy to have it on the team. We're going to swap Sharpedo up for this next fight against this ghost. I am going to swap Sharpedo over. We're going to use Sharpedo and Huntail in the next upcoming fight, which is against the Wobbuffet Sableye. Once Huntail takes out this Hariyama, of course. Oh, that's 16 damage. It's not bad. Alright. Let's just double crunch into the Wobbuffet. Okay, so Sharpedo's not going to crunch, but Huntail still will. We're not teaching Shadow Ball to anybody, are we? That is not enough. Does it Mirror Coat here? It countered. Woo! That was close. No Shadow Ball in it. Anybody even learn Shadow Ball? I guess I have to look. Alright. Depending on who can learn it, Shadow Ball could be good for Tate and Liza. Nobody can learn it. Okay. Well, that would be why it's not on the list. There's no reason to give the Sea Instance to anybody right now, Sharpedo or Kabutops, because neither of them know water attacks. Alright, let's beat up on Team Aqua here. Get out of here. Just surf it. We could Ice Beam it. Super effective. I don't think it really matters. Yeah, I still got it down. Swagger on. It's not ideal. Come on, Lombre. Yay! Did it. All right, we got to get the orb. We fly over to Lava Ridge and heal up. And then into the Team Magma base we go. Should be a walk in the park here for us. easy. We'll start off with a fake out here. Good critical. Solid. Oh, we almost got a double battle there. I mean, we were so close. This next guy's gonna take like a step and then be in its fight. Excellent. All right. Double battle next. We'll use Huntail and Luvdisc for it. Very nice. Alright, let's swap up Sharpedo. Spray another repel, keep going. Alright, we're just gonna speed through these 3 fights here. Because it's mainly just walking, and they're all little low unevolved Pokemon. Next fight should get Sharpedo up. Should. Swap up Huntail. Pokemon Power Max is good stuff. Let Sharpedo do the next couple fights. Eat some ball toys. Another Chicky Nuggy on the ground of the volcano. Nice. Keep Sharpedo up. Very nice. Oh. Swap Huntail up. One last repel to get through here. 2 fights left. We need to remember when we get back to Lily Cove, we need to delete cut off of Mew to make room for Dive. Oh. Keep Huntail out for the Mighty Yenna. Nice. Keep Huntail out for the Zubat. Let's swap the Luvdisc. Very nice. Alright, Maxi fight. Let Groudon go away, get into the actual fight now. Huntail is not fast. Come on, Huntail, you can do it. I believe in you. Yay. It's not gonna be enough to take it down. We confused it back. That's pretty funny. Oh, there goes a super potion. Shake off that confusion. Ah. Doesn't hit itself. Yay. Boo. There we finally snapped out. I think it was like max turns anyways. I don't think that was enough healing. let's get out of here. Gotta go let the submarine be stolen. Ha blah 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 blah. Foo foo foo. Back to Lily Cove. Let's get rid of Cut really fast. Let's start off with Kabutops here against this Poochyena, because we got Kabutops and we haven't used it yet. Should probably just swap over Slash to be in its first slot. Alright, good job. We'll use you more later. Get Luvdisc up to 42. We don't have to worry about using it in double battles anymore. Almost got him. I think we can take out the Carvana with 2 Surfs. May be resistant, but it's got no defenses. Maybe we can carry this episode over just a little longer to get our Ludicolo. Be nice. Still have a little bit to do before we get to being able to get a Water Stone, but we're getting close. Really, the biggest hurdle is just Tate and Liza. It's good damage. It's not quite big enough, though. Let's just swap. Because he's going to heal. And I would rather not deal with Swagger. We always have the worst luck with Swagger, so just get rid of it. So it's so fast. Well, that's not what I wanted to use. That's why I talked about putting Slash in the first slot. Alright, let's heal up. Make our way over towards Moss Deep. She does that all the time. Turns right at the last second. I mean, it's not a huge deal, it's just annoying. Alright, Chinchou's down. Slash. Alright, swap Sharpedo up. Excellent. Alright, Luvdisc is pretty close. Alright, we give the King's Rock to Sharpedo. We're going to head north of here and take on the trainers up here so that we know everyone will be at 42 by the time we get to Tate and Liza. Should be plenty of experience. Almost got it. Sea Kings are just really bulky. This should be enough to get Luvdisc up. Which would be awesome. Excellent. Let's just return. Alright, there should be 3 more fights after this one. One being the double battle. Now remember, Sharpedo is going to be really good in this next fight because it's Dark type. And it'll do really well as long as we can take out the Claydol. because as long as we get rid of the Earthquake, then Sharpedo has very few threats in that fight. And I have a plan to do just that. Was strong enough. Wasn't sure if it was gonna be. Figured I'd cover my bases just in case. Alright, one more fight up here. So we'll go over our hour, you know, that we do for the episode. I know we still have like 10 minutes-ish. But it's going to take us a little bit just to get through the gym and then through the Space Center to go get our Water Stone. But we're going to do it, by golly. Good job, Lombre. Getting a lot of critical hits on those fake outs. Alright, let's swap Kabutops up. Actually, let's also just swap Huntail up here. Sharpedo doesn't need a whole lot to level up, and there's a couple fights at the end that give just a little experience compared to a lot of experience. And I would rather Sharpedo do those fights and not overshoot the next level. Good job, Kabutops. Alright, we're going to target into the Wobbuffet. Excellent. Slash and Crunch into Girafarig. Down it goes. Man, at this rate, I don't know if we're going to level up these two. Pretty close. Kabutops may not. We'll just use a rare candy to get that last little bit of experience. If we need to. Alright, last fight. Excellent. Maybe we'll just let Kabutops go. I mean, Kabutops needs 101 experience points. Alright, so we're going to start off with Sharpedo and Lombre into this gym fight. Here we go. Alright, now because we want to target down this clay doll, very targeted. Thanks for the good luck, Shinobon, you sneaky lurker. Alright, we're going to fake out the clay doll and then we're going to crotch it. Boom! It's gone! Remember, Lunatone cannot touch Sharpedo. Can't do it. So we're going to target down that Xatu next. It's pretty bulky with those Calm Minds. Missed the Hypnosis there. Okay, so we're going to... Surf Return. We're going to target its defense rather than its special defense. Do it again. There is a good chance that Lombre goes down to Lunatone. And if that happens, it happens. We got rid of the threat, which is the clay doll. I should have thought this through. This really is not a good matchup here. Kabutops into these two. Oh, very good Sharpedo. I mean, Lombre did its job. It flinched the clay doll. That can't happen. Absolutely not, Solrock. Oh, Kabutops, it's all on you. Whew! Rock Tomb is not the most accurate attack. Easy, one down. We only lost one. Easy. Yeah, like, I think it did really well. I mean, you know, okay, we expected probably to lose one Pokemon. So I'm not at all upset that Lombre went down. It did its job. Nobody can learn Calm Mind, is what I thought. Alright, we're going to go a little over on this episode so we can get that Ludicolo. I want the Ludicolo. Lombre is a meh-iddle stage Pokemon, yes. But it did its job. And for that, we are grateful. better than Luvdisc, rocking its 43 special attack right now. Lombre's special attack is at 71. Sorry, 47 special. Yeah, that's what I said. Something like that. 40. Luvdisc has 47 special attack. Luvdisc is a lover and not a fighter. That is a correct statement. Should have called it Alfalfa. Or a defender. Or a supporter. Or a forgotten. You're just gonna keep throwing more words out there, Krishinabon? Smurf. Yeah, that is correct. And it's also not too great at that as well. Pulse. By golly, it's an amazing at being crappy. That's a type of fish. A crappie. Crappie. Surf. All right. Love for Luvdisc. Surf. We're going to do something here in just a little bit, Krishinabon, that we've never done for any of our previous playthroughs. Just knock it out. No! Okay, well, I'm using to get more experience. Experience from you. Alright, let's get into the fight. We're gonna bring Huntail, Lombre, and Kabuto. So in a little bit, we're gonna teach Dive to Kabuto and to Sharpedo, so they have water attacks. But then we'll delete it later and replace it with Waterfall when we get Waterfall. Swagger on. I should have gave a Persian Berry to Huntail. Oh my gosh! 2 perfect confusion turns. Now this Camel Rep's not going to go down. What a piece of junk. Water Pokemon not having water attacks, yeah! I'm gonna heal. Alright. Swagger on Matane. Gets the Metal Claw off, though. And we're gonna hit ourselves now again. No, we got off the Water Pulse this time. Excellent. Alright, Huntail is going nowhere. Matang is beating itself up. Huntail. Perfect turn for the enemy. We both hit ourselves in the face. Alright, well at least the Mighty Yin is down. I would just like to say that is the second time in this fight alone that both Matang and Huntail hit themselves in the face. Alright, well Matang is gone. Huntail does not take a lot of damage from physical attacks. It's got 144 defense stat. That's pretty good. If you ever want to do another animated emote, you should do one with Delibird hitting its head against the wall. I will put that at the top of the list. There will be a time that we will get someone to make us more emotes and stuff. It's just not in the budget right now. There has to be an Onyx emote too. Gotcha. Alright, let's teach Dive. So we're going to teach it the Sharpedo in place of Focus Energy. We'll teach it the Kabutops in place of Mud Shot. And then we'll also teach it to Mew because we'll need it there later. Alright, let's go get this Water Stone and Rain Dance. Let's go get this, because we need to go into 2 of these rooms. Alright, there's our Water Stone. We also need Rain Dance. There we go. We'll just fly to here, because we'll do the Trick House at the beginning of the next episode. Let's teach Rain Dance first. We're going to teach that to Lombre in place of Fake Out. And then we're going to give Lombre the Water Stone. The opponent after 1 sand attack. Yeah, pretty much. Alright, big boost to stats for Ludicolo here. 146 HP, up to 126 special defense, and almost 100 special attack. What do we know about Ludicolo? Well, Ludicolo is a bipedal plant Pokemon that appears to be a mixture of a pineapple and a duck. There is a green sombrero-like growth on its head that is similar to a lily pad. Growing out of the top of its head is a short brown stem with a yellow spiky upper portion. Ludicolo has black eyes surrounded by a patch of green and an orange bill. Its body is covered with shaggy yellow fur and it has several zigzagging brown stripes. The female has thinner stripes than the male. Ludicolo has large green hands with 2 black lines on its palms and thick green legs with a black circle on the underside of its feet. Ludicolo becomes more powerful when it hears festive music and will appear near laughing children on hikes. The reason is due to structures in Ludicolo's body that can produce energy when hit by sound waves with a cheerful rhythm. As it becomes more energetic and active, it will break into dance. This allows Ludicolo to face enemies without fear. Being the result of evolution via evolution stone, Ludicolo is rarely found in the wild, though they can be found near the water's edge. Prior to Generation 5, Ludicolo and its pre-evolved forms are the only known Pokemon that can have Rain Dish as an ability. And our Gen 3 Pokedex information for Ludicolo, Ruby says Ludicolo begins dancing as soon as it hears cheerful festive music. This Pokemon is said to appear when it hears the singing of children on hiking outings. Sapphire says, upon hearing an upbeat and cheerful rhythm, the cells in Ludicolo's body become very energetic and active. Even in battle, this Pokemon will exhibit an amazing amount of power. How do people know that some Pokemon evolved with stones? Oh, good question. Oh, yeah. Emerald says, when it hears festive music, all the cells in its body become stimulated, and it begins moving in rhythm. It does not quail even when it faces a tough opponent. And Fire Red and Leaf Green say the rhythm of bright festive music activates Ludicolo's cells, making it more powerful. I mean, maybe that's just something that Pokemon scientists do in their meantime. Anywho's, we are going to end this episode here. We do hope you all enjoyed the episode, and we will be back Monday with more Pokemon. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you all next time.